right, everyone. Here we are, the last lecture, and the last meditation that we'll do in this particular context. And as some of you may have noticed, this is a time of the year, semester, when you start to feel hassled, and some of you downright frightened, and a few of you downright panicked. And so, let me say a cognitive science thing about that first. That side. It's not functional. Your whole fear, panic, stress, syndrome that the body does is there for emergencies like the tiger jumping on your back or something after you, or you're driving on the freeway and you've got cars headed straight at you and all that kind of thing. And what it does is stop all of the functions that you need in this and every other class and innervate your emergency muscles and nerves and all that so you can get out of there or attack back or something. So, for this meditation, how about settling down? And if you discover you're anxious because it's this time of year, do it, whatever meditation you want to do, but maybe just saying, oh, anxious, right? Or feel generally resentful about all the stuff you have, resentful or whatever the equivalent of that is. And maybe kind of calming down a bit if you feel like. So 5 minutes. All right. All right, so the point of today is to further, hopefully, settle you about this course and its content and the point of things. And further decrease your anxiety, I hope. So, like every one of your classes, there's an overall structure to the class. And when you get, one tends to lose the overall structure. So it was divided into portions, meditation, Theravada, Mahayana, Vajrayana, and implications. There were some main points for each of those. And those can those are hooks to hang your thinking on. And those main points are not actually abstractions or concepts so much as they are pointers to experience. And both I and the readings did all kinds of things and tricks and, to try and point you to some of the things in the experience you have already, as here we are, unenlightened beings that this kind of thing is talking about. And that's it for the structure. So what I'm going to try and do today, and of course there's also why I think it's important, and that's because it points well beyond Buddhism to certain things that I think are important universals about what humans are and how minds function and what we're like that neither our culture nor our psychology has anymore. So today, I'm going to run through those main points and yet again try and do so that you'll know what the structure is, and also then try and do yet more pointers to pointed kinds of experience that they refer to, and to maybe do it in such a way that you'll be entertained and it will get in past your Zen story, I have not burdened you with this kind of thinking, but this one is as a point. Okay. One day, and you'll see why you haven't had a whole lot of it. One day when Wishan Lingyao was attending Bai Zhang, these are two different people, Bai Zhang asked, "Who are you?" Okay. "Who are you?" "I am Lingyao," Bai Zhang says. "Will you look in the brazier and see if there are any hot coals left?" This is like a fireplace stove. And Wishan looked and poked around and said, "No, there are none." And Bai Zhang got up, took the tongs, poked deep into the fire pot, and he came up with, see it, a glowing charcoal. Is this not a hot coal? With this, Wishan was awakened. All right. Now, the point of this, I mean, that's, why I haven't bothered you with a lot of this kind of story. But it goes on. This happens to be the first one of these little things in a Zen record called Timeless Spring. Nice title as we head into winter. And what is then asked is, what are the glowing coals in this record that you're about to read? And so we could say, what are the glowing coals from this class? And hopefully there's at least one little hidden one, but maybe there are a whole bunch. So, all right. First thing, meditation, mindfulness. Now, if one is mindful, one discovers something amazing, namely that you yourself can actually know important things about yourself. And this goes counter to all kinds of stuff in our culture, and certainly in our sciences and in our humanities and our literature, the whole postmodern thing of language, everything's this, that, and you never know anything, and it's all. And that's simply not true. So there. Anyway, cognitive science has this seminal philosophical paper, some of you know, what is it like to be a bat? And you can never know what it's like. Oh boy, does he ever look grumpy. Thank heavens we can never know what it's like to be a bat. But hey, what is it like to be you? And this is the way to find yourself and settle down into yourself. Find out things. And in terms of these cognitive sciences, if you're going to study consciousness, you should have some. That is, you should actually be able to contact your own mind before you go, blah, 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 blah. All right, there. And if you do, that's the end of the grumpiness. This is a precious and multifaceted tool that can reveal many things, and you could forget about the class, but if you just get this one glowing gem of, oh, I know something. And note, again, for the Cog Sci majors, there's this thing about first-person knowledge versus third-person knowledge. So all our sciences that all of you trust, I know you do. They say, well, if you just think about things, you can't know anything. You have to have these funny little experiments. And there's the wisdom in that is that as long as you're being in samsara with your passion, aggression, ignorance, you can't know anything because it's all, you're making things up. But as we go through this, as you get into your underlying mind, that actually knows things. So, okay, the first of the yanas, Ayurveda. Now, when you first look at your mind, and this is kind of the first speed bump in the road that you come to, what you discover is that you're as much of a mess and kind of as miserable and frightened and desirous of things you can't have and everything as you were always afraid you were. That is samsara. Okay, that's your first term. This is your first pointer through all kinds of stuff. And how is it a mess? Well, one thing is that your mind jumps around. Like a monkey on a tree. It leaps from branch to branch. How can I believe or trust this burning thing, this mind? It will not let me go. This is the beginning of a devotional poem in the tradition of these things in southern India, in the Kannada-speaking regions. So, but, okay, the wisdom side of that, you're seeing impermanence of a certain level of your mind, the part that goes, oh, this thought, that thought, this desire, that desire. Now, you also discover that you kind of feel overwhelmed and out of control and not happy. Look, the world in a swell of waves is beating upon my face. The pillars are broken, the stacking is smooth. Why should it rise to my heart? Tell me. Oh, tell me, why is it rising to my throat? Lord, how can I tell you anything when it has risen high over my head? Lord, listen to my cries, O Lord of the leading rivers, listen. Ever feel that way around finals or anything else? Now, here you go with the wisdom of egolessness and suffering. And as we've gone over, the power of it comes from actually tuning into that. Now, the Buddhist analysis is in terms of, there's nothing particularly Buddhist about what I just said. Those poems are not Buddhist. The Buddhist analysis is in terms of the three poisons, desire, passion, aggression, and ignorance, and how they function. So the realms are just those writ large, and you may notice that institutions, as well as you and everyone you know, function that way, and nations function that way. And then the analysis in terms of skandhas and karma and so on. And so those are kind of the subheadings of how samsara works and what it is. And I've just summarized the main points of early Buddhism. Now, you'll probably forget that, unless you are Buddhist or you get into Buddhism, because there are other analyses. But what may stay, this is the second pole that I hope might stay, is that just this, that this is a deep portrait of what it's like to live in your habitual mind, or your worldly life, if you want to put it in a vaguely spiritual, religious, or your kind of your surface mind, we think of deeper, or your lower mind, if you want to think of things as being higher, or your the good things in whatever tradition you're doing, religious or secular. I mean, if you're learning a skill or sport, it's when you actually get to the point where that flows. This is And all of these traditions agree that this is not a good state. Whether you call it, whatever you call it, your religious ones, you might want to call it sin. It's a bummer. All right. And by the way, you've got study questions, and they'll be on, some of them will be on the final, of integrating across yanas. The way to understand this early stuff, Theravada, and its difference from the others, is that what it's doing, it's focusing on the bad stuff. It's focusing on samsara and what that's like, and how what comes out of finally seeing it and admitting it and starting to see it, that it's really impermanent and endless and really suffering, and wanting to get out of it. So it's kind of a downer about all that kind of stuff, but already seen from a little bit of a different perspective. Now, the universal teaching, and again, this is, it's Buddhist, not especially Buddhist, is that what you do about that is let go.